That was awful.
What do you do?
Wow.
All right, welcome to the treehouse. We have lots of cicadas and mosquitoes with us today. And we also have the president of Campfire Concepts, Jarrod Scheunemann.
Hello, everybody.
And our summer amazing intern, Mitchell Franzen. Mitchell. And young Mitchell.
He looks sharp today, everybody.
He does look
sharp today.
He does look sharp.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice work. And I'm Jessie Scheunemann, the visual designer here at Campfire Concepts, and
so much more.
The moderator. So I have the magic questions for interview number 9. Almost lost the questions.
Can't say I had to ad-lib that one. Watch out.
All right. Number 1 is for Mitchell. So,
Yeah.
I hear that you went to Macomb Park District to take some footage via drone. Yes.
Did some drone.
Okay, video and still photography.
Videos and some stills just to be used for the production.
For the whole production that you're gonna put together for them.
Yeah.
So during your production time, was there any exciting locations or images that you're like really excited to tell people about? You can tell them about it.
So yeah, they got some pretty interesting stuff there. We've got their big like a Keno Park. It's their prized possession, Veterans Park, and it has a big intro sign area there that's actually divided in two. It says Veterans on the left, Park on the right, and it has Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard on it.
I got to see some of these photos today.
Yeah,
I did. Little sneak
and just exported them, so these really big emblems. And then they have a nice flag there, and it expands all the way to the back with 2 sets of 4 ball diamonds all backed up to each other. They're done up very well, I think. They have a center area that's like a shed-based thing, lean-to deal that's built up with nice roofing that allows them to pull like a concession truck underneath, has access to 4 sides, and then pretty good little bleachers on each side there. At that location as well, at Veterans Park, it's absolutely huge, and it's got a big tree line on its west side, and it has a walking area, has a gorgeous playground, outdoor fitness equipment.
Yeah, lots of it.
And you got to see it as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Up there.
Sweet.
So yeah, I filmed some there, and then we had.
So is one of the videos gonna be like showcasing Veterans Park?
Yeah. So what we're doing is we have a full suite of locations that we'll showcase in one video production.
6.
It'll be our Veterans Park. We have Glenwood, Everly, Patton, and then the Lakeview Nature Center that's up northwest of town right there. So we're going to have all those featured in one main video that says, here's the parks of Macomb.
Got it. So they're all going to be featured in one.
And then little snippet videos that are like 30-second social media bursts of each that's like, boom, come visit Patton Park. And just a little something for them to put on like Twitter that's,
cool.
30, 35 seconds.
Are you excited to have the footage under your belt?
Oh, I've got all the footage under my belt. It's
Sweet.
there, so I just need to process things now and get things down. So that's where
next
we're
steps. But
it's our next
cool.
step.
I'm glad you were able to make that trip over there.
It's fun.
All right. Next up is an observed phenomenon that Jarrod has been observing for a bit now. And it's when a visitor drives to a park, parks their car, never gets out. Jarrod would like to discuss this phenomenon.
It's a little bit creepy, I think, when you show up to a park and you're going to go for a walk on a trail or go around the playground, and there's particularly during the lunch hour, there's lots of cars that are parked at parks.
Where have you observed this?
I've seen it at many places. Hessel Park in Champaign. I've seen it in Galesburg at one of their major parks. I've seen it in Oak Brook, all over the state. Like when you first start noticing something, it's like you get a brand new car and you see that car on the road, like a Chevy Cruze, right? You start seeing this phenomenon everywhere. So that's kind of what I did. I started watching for people that were just kind of sitting there having their lunch or just hanging out, observing the park from inside their car, most of the time with a bench like 10 feet away from them that they could get out and actually sit.
But guess what I did last week?
You did as well.
I did this thing for a long period of time up in Wisconsin.
But you also observed that.
I did. I observed the people doing it, and I was like, Jarrod, is there research on this? And he doesn't think so. So we need to find out.
Yeah,
why do people do this?
It's the stats on ParkSitting. So
ParkSitting.
You've coined the term now.
Yeah, we don't know what
parking in parks for recreation.
Yeah. parking in parks for recreation.
Why were you there though? What was?
Why was I there? Well, because of a chain of events that were unfortunate, but then it ended up being fortunate. I had to pay for parking at the library. I didn't have enough quarters. Whatever. I ended up at the park. So
Fun stuff.
sorry.
Transportation at its
Yes.
finest.
So I was at Lakeside Park in Fond du Lac, and they have a parking lot that all the spots only overlook Lake Winnebago. And I found out while sitting there that the lighthouse on that corner has Wi-Fi.
And it might actually be for the entire park because that's
I
what a
didn't-
lot of organizations
Yeah, I
are
didn't check.
doing.
Yeah, I didn't
these
check into
days.
that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I had some work to do, and long story short, I decided to just stay there and do my work and observe the park sitting people. So people came and they fed the seagulls their pizza. People came for their lunch, and they were
Did
talking.
they get out of their car? to
Nobody
feed
got out of their
the
car.
seagull?
Well, no.
They like opened the window.
No,
and
they
just-
backed. They backed up, so they weren't even looking at Lake Winnebago during their pizza eating. They actually backed in to the spot.
Okay.
Okay, and then the seagulls were coming to their car, and then as they finished their crust, they had their crust left. So these were people who did not want to eat crust,
gosh.
much like my children, and they were throwing the pizza crust at the seagulls then
From their car.
from their car, both people, passenger and driver.
Wow.
I'm not about that.
This is what was happening. And the only other people who got out of, those people didn't get out of their car, but the only people I saw getting out of their car were mothers with children, that the children must have been getting restless in the car. And I don't know, why they were.
So,
Anyway.
just curiosity, why do they do this?
Why? Does
And
anyone
also-
know?
And then also, why don't they get out of their vehicles? Is it the controlled environment they're looking for in a beautiful setting? We don't want to hear any responses about deviant leisure. No, we
No,
understand
yeah.
that happens too.
Right.
This
That's
is a
that's
completely
not.
different phenomenon.
No.
But like midday, we even
Right.
saw it at Hoffman Estates, just like people chilling in their car.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you know
Thoughts?
what brings us about or why you've done it before, give us some justification because we're kind of
All right.
We're curious.
in the blue.
Yeah. Curious instead of creeped out would be probably the better term.
Yes. So
Who knows?
finally, for Jarrod, I have a question. What interesting Park and Rec people or research can you report on this week for us?
Well-
In what are we? July 2nd, 2018.
Yes.
Perfect season to talk about this, actually. The Outdoor Foundation in the last 5 or 10 years has been studying outdoor recreation. Go figure,
I'm sorry.
right?
That's pretty.
You're lucky I didn't use my joke earlier. I should tell it now, but I'm going to later.
Okay.
Anyways, so Outdoor Foundation looking at outdoor recreation offerings, and obviously running is the number one activity in outdoor rec right now. Yeah.
So easy.
You just go.
But the
Get
fastest
out of your car.
You do need to do that to run. That is true.
Sorry, I'll stop interrupting.
Yes.
Roll down
So
the window.
the fastest growing outdoor recreation activity in the US is paddle sports. So
Oh, you were
kayaking,
thinking birding, didn't you?
activity.
yeah,
This is
yeah. That's the most popular sport.
most popular,
Yes.
fastest growing.
Yes.
Oh, wait, I'm lost right now. The most fastest growing is paddle
Paddle
sports,
Yes.
but the most
Most
popular
at the moment.
is birding.
So let's correct ourselves here. The most popular outdoor activity is birding.
Okay.
Birding.
The most popular outdoor sport
Yeah.
is running. The fastest growing sport is paddle sports.
All right. Thank you for
So-
clarifying.
Kayaking.
Okay.
What's the stand up on top of
Stand up paddleboarding.
stand up paddleboarding?
Sup.
Yeah. You've had fun doing that.
Have you
one
done
time in
that?
your life,
I
right?
did that like all last summer. That was like what I did every day.
Oh, fun.
And
paddleboard.
the first time you went out though, didn't you?
The first time I went out this was with Jarrod and some other of his friends and Mr. Newport, and then it was a fun time. And I had a paddleboard that wasn't mine.
And you got to
And-
use it.
Yeah.
It was great, but whenever your paddle breaks, and you're
You're
like,
in the middle of the lake.
you're like 3/4
The
mile. from-
paddle broke?
The
Yeah.
paddle just like, so like here you are like,
And then
wasn't
you
bad.
have to like swim in like a surfer.
it wasn't bad. I like paddleboards. They're so fun because you could like choose to just like flop off it, swim around, get back on. Anything like kayaks, you're kind of just like, it's a struggle to just hop in and out and do your thing and just
Nice.
play around
For
on the
some
lake.
people, because it's
Some
popular for others,
Mhm.
and it's been popular and it's
Kayaking.
growing in popularity. So if you look at your local lakes that have put-ins, they're becoming very popular. And a lot of professionals that I've been talking with have noted the increase in use. They're even talking about, there's some locations that have your favorite, where you get in the boat and pedal.
Paddle boats.
Paddle boats.
Paddle boats. I like paddle
They're
boats a
fun.
lot.
Yeah, they're getting rid of the paddle
My
boats.
mom's selling one if anyone wants one.
Paddle boat for sale.
So you know.
Link on Craigslist.
Wisconsin link.
So the organizations have bought a bunch of paddle boats and rent them, and they're getting rid of them in favor of kayaks because kayaks are more popular to rent.
Wait, that's what my mom did.
Yeah,
She just bought kayaks and she's going to sell her paddle boat.
Yep.
It's like she's her own park.
there you go.
Fancy.
They're more portable. You could get around
Than a paddle
with them
boat, yeah.
easier. They're more nimble. They give you more control of what it is in the water. I mean,
Go faster too.
you just go faster. And
Oh, I meant
it's
transporting
it's
it,
a
though,
lighter weight
too.
machine, and you could throw it on top of your car easier. It's just
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. Well,
So you want to hear my joke before we go?
Yes, I want to hear your joke.
We were talking about parking in parks, right? So the question is, why do you drive in a parkway and park in a driveway?
it's a riddle, not a joke, but it's
Dun,
still
dun,
good.
dun. Thank you, everybody.
It's been
Love it.
fun.
Been fun. Yeah. So I think right now it's about time to say peace out from the treehouse. Thank you.